Hi everyone. How's everybody doing? Um, I don't know if I'm the only one, but this week I just been having tower moments. And it ain't a bad thing that I've been having tower moments. And by tower moments, it's just me being enlightened about certain things that's happened in my life, and me being enlightened um, about certain thought patterns and things like that. And then, of course, me being enlightened about who I am, right? Um, but every morning this week, I have cried. I got up in the morning before I got out of my bed. I prayed, I meditated, and I always ended up crying. And today was like the biggest day for me. Like, I know I released a lot, and I cried, and I felt things leaving me, and it would make sense because today is day 5 of the month. It's August 5th, and of course the AA portal opened on the 2nd. So really, since like from the first, like that night into the 2nd, I've been experiencing these tower moments and having these light bulb moments, right? So if you've been experiencing, moments where you're just crying or even frustrated a little bit, or just, feeling kind of off, don't fight against it. Just flow with it. It's for your good, right? We all need to release things. Because we don't want to be bag people. We don't want to be bag ladies or bag men just holding on to stuff. And this don't necessarily have to mean people. It can be ideas, thought patterns. It can be places. It can be addictions, whatever it is. When you're enlightened to the fact that it's a hindrance, you don't want to hold on to that weight, even if it's unforgiveness or whatever. You don't want to hold on to that, right? So anyway, welcome to Universal Chronicles, where we use every avenue, every resource to learn life's lessons. Real quick, aside from all that, I just wanted to say, we've all experienced things in our life from childhood on up, and really from the time we was in our mother's wombs, because the things that our mothers experienced while they were carrying us, we also experienced on the inside. And we carry those things in our root chakra. So at some point in life, we're triggered by certain things and we don't even know why, right? We didn't experience it, on the level where we could remember it, but we did experience it. But when people betray us, they disappoint us, they hurt us, we should be able to forgive them, and it's not always easy. And sometimes we think that we've forgiven them, or that we've released it and we've moved on. We think we did, up until somebody else comes along and pretty much does the same thing. And they may do the same thing, but it's the same energy in a different package. And we get triggered. And then we hurt all over again. We disappointed all over again. We feel betrayed all over again. When that happens, it's just to show us. It's just to trigger us to go look within ourselves and find out, okay, why is this bothering me so much? We got to dig within ourselves. We got to search and find out why it's bothering us. We shouldn't really be mad at the people who trigger us, betray us, hurt us, disappoint us, because they're only there. They're pawns. They're there, placed in our lives, placed in our path, in order for us to recognize or discover the unhealed parts of ourselves. Because sometimes it's the unhealed parts of ourselves that allow these people to come in and do these things. But they come in so that we can see and we can identify that pain and that hurt within us, whether it's codependency or just some kind of trauma that we dealt with growing up, whether it's mommy issues or daddy issues. People come into our lives and they do certain things that trigger us, and it's only for us to realize that there's some things that we need to heal about ourselves. Because once we truly heal those things about ourselves, we won't go around the hamster wheel. We won't continue to go through the same thought patterns. We won't continue to recycle unhealthy energies. We won't continue to harbor unforgiveness for what that person did, because then it's like, okay, so this person did this to me, and then as you sit and ponder and search within yourself, you know what, I remember this happened to me a long time ago, and I just really, sometimes we just bury stuff deep within our soul. We bury it and we just move on and we never deal with it. So somebody has to come along and trigger you in such a way that it's going to make you look at yourself and say, okay, well, this happened, and then look at your actions and your take accountability for your own actions in certain things. Like, we always want to blame what happened to us when we were children. Now, true enough, when you were a child in this day and age, whatever your parents say goes, and if you don't do what they tell you, you're subject to get smacked. So we program to be obedient to our parents, even though we may not feel within ourselves that it's right. So we really don't have the control over certain things that happened to us when we were children. But when we become adults, we have the will, the free will. We have the option to choose not to allow those things to rule over our lives. We can change those things. We can accept that it happened, release them and forgive them, because of course our parents are not subject to being hurt. They had their own childhood experiences that they didn't heal from. So it's up to us when we get to a certain age to say, you know what, I'm not going to allow this to dictate to me how I live my life. Yes, it happened, but now I have the opportunity to do something different. I have an opportunity to raise my kids different. I have an opportunity to do these things. You got to sift through what was actual, true, genuine love and what was love that came from a place of hurt. When we're able to do that, then, we won't be triggered by certain things that people say or do. And when we realize that they're only there to help us, it may not feel like it at the time. When they betray you, it don't feel like it at the time. When you in pain, it don't feel like it at the time. When you disappointed because they chose not to do certain things or to do certain things, it don't feel good at the time. But when you come to the realization, okay, well, since that's happened, I've learned this about myself. I've learned that I don't like this. I do like this. They really helping us discover things about ourselves that we have forgotten along the way. So once we get to that enlightenment, that understanding, it's a little bit easy. I'm not going to say it's completely easy to forgive, but when you understand why you forgiven, and you understand how the situation helped you, and you look at the way it helped you grow versus the pain that you experienced initially, it'll be a little easier to flow with the whole situation. It'll be a little easier to forgive, to accept what happened and say, I'm better because of it. It didn't feel good, but I'm better because of it. It caused me to go within, to look at myself, and to grow. So allow things to flow. There's a song by a guy named Free Soul, right? And you can look him up on YouTube. It's Free Soul. It's spelled FR33SOL. And he has a song called Fertile Soil. And that song came on when I was listening to my YouTube music. It's on my playlist, but it came on. And I had actually listened to the words. And it features Londrell too. I love Londrell music. But the words go, let go to grow. Let go to grow. A lot of times we don't want to feel the pain, but sometimes we got to feel the pain. Just sit with it and then let it go, release it. You know, that's the only way we can grow, right? And then if you listen to Londrell's part when he starts his rap or whatever, I can't even remember the words to what he say, but y'all go check out that song. I'm going to end this video. I just really wanted to share that with y'all. You know, it's okay to forgive and let go. Understand that the people who came in your life, you know, sometimes they appeared to be nice, that they cared about you and things like that, and you find out later that they were only there to use you, or that they betray you in some type of way and hurt you. And you know, hurt has different levels. Sometimes you could be hurt to your core. Sometimes it's just a superficial hurt. Sometimes it's just your ego is bruised. In any event, they're there to help you grow. So don't hold on to unforgiveness. Don't carry that baggage with you. Don't carry it with you, because if your hand's full with baggage and unforgiveness and things that people have done to you, how are you going to grasp and hold on to and catch the good things that are coming towards you? You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening, for tuning in. I'll be talking with y'all soon. Enjoy your day. And if you could, like, share, comment if you would like to comment. But I send y'all some good positive energy, some love and light, and prosperity, spiritual prosperity, spiritual wealth. Your wealth starts within, right? So, good day, good people. Talk to you later.